All right, everyone. Hello and welcome to today's match of Call of Duty Esports Call of Duty Vanguard Esports with University of Jamestown versus, I believe it's Clarke University. Don't quote me on that. I don't know for sure. That is what our stream title says, so that is what I am running with. Sure love waiting 20 minutes for the other team to get their stuff together. Hey, so do I, but I can't speak my mind on that. At least it's not a no-show. It does look like we will actually be playing. It did look like there were some communication issues, and the other team decided that they actually wanted the host. So, but I hope everyone is having a great night. We are actually having a game, which is already off to a better start than previous weeks of some Call of Duty. As a reminder, after this, we do have Valorant going as well at 7:30, which is scheduled. I'm not quite sure if we'll be on track for that, but either way, I do believe I will be casting Valorant as well, so you'll have me for the next hour or two, much to your pleasure or displeasure. Looks like we're just waiting to get some teams situated here. Excuse me. Let me get some fluid in my body. Got my G Fuel, so we're ready to go. Alrighty, and it does look like we are getting ready to start here. Optic Waffle hitting us with the R. Don't know if Clarke is ready to go yet. That is all 4 players of UJ Esports ready to go, and not a word from Clarke University yet. While we wait, we'll get some more of the music going, because sitting here in silence isn't as fun as it seems. Alrighty, and it does look like we actually will be getting ready to go here. First map, Tuscan, pretty standard CDL hardpoint. We've seen UJ start on this map the last 2 weeks. We'll see if they can keep up their performance. Their last 2 weeks on this map have been complete dominations, with the other team not even breaking 50 points before UJ is able to close it out. So we'll see if they're able to keep that momentum this week as well. Alrighty, and we are off. UJ is ready to go. We'll see if they follow the same strat they've been going as well. Optic Waffle already getting the nade and concussion out. And Esports Ian already up on his first angle. Link falling first, but Optic Waffle picking one, dropping down, sees the angle, picks a second one. FaZe Me getting one as well. Esports Ian might have a confrontation here, but the hard point is contested. UJ is already up 3. Optic Waffle getting some shots down range. Ian has sights on one. Link falls again, but Optic Waffle picks one. Phase Me and Waffle both fall. Ian cooking the grenade. Sees the flank, gets the rotate, doesn't have his crosshair in a good spot, and gets dropped. And it looks like Clarke University will take the lead here. Optic Waffle pushing up, picks one. Phase Me falls behind him, and Optic Waffle does as well. Clarke University still up here. Esports Ian looked to be going for the flank, but doesn't quite get around before getting picked off in the back line. Phase Me going for the flank as well here. Let's see if he's able to get one, maybe two here. It looks like he's already going to be moving up to the next hard point. Optic Waffle does pick one, already holding the line of sight. Phase Me falls down on sight, but Link is here to back up, falls as well. Optic Waffle in a tough 1v2 here. Gets some shots down, doesn't quite get anything from it. Esports Ian not able to get his gun up. Optic Waffle does get the hop around. Clarke University already up 30-6, and UJ is just not able to push onto the site right now. Link gets a concussion out. Phase Me might get shot in the back here, and that's exactly what happens. Lynx is on site. Esports Ian picks one, doesn't get the second though, and UJ still doesn't have control of this hard point right now. Phase Me doesn't get his shots down. Optic Waffle falls as well, and UJ is now down a 50-6 deficit here. 20 seconds left on this hard point. Link doesn't quite land the shots he needs. Esports Ian there to clean it up, and they finally do get control of this hard point, only for a second though. Optic Waffle and Phase Me get one in the crossfire, setting up on this next hard point already. 5 seconds to move. Trophy system coming out. Link is going to be in here. Gets one. 2 players left for Clarke University. One just coming off the respawn. Optic Waffle holding some nice angles here. Phase Me to back up. Picks one. Esports Ian does fall, but he's not on site. And UJ finally has control of the hard point for the first time since the first round. Optic Waffle gets one, gets two, takes cover. Link and Phase Me there to back up. Link just doesn't get any shots off. Optic Waffle did fall as well. Purple Santa picking off Phase Me, and Esports Ian just not able to get his targets down. Optic Waffle picks one though, moves to flank, gets a second. They still don't have control of the hard point. Link is there, gets one, sees him on the corner, doesn't get shots down, but now Optic Waffle knows. UJ finally does have control of this hard point. That nade could do some damage. It doesn't though. The concussion coming out. Esports Ian. Phase Me has nowhere to go. Link picks one, picks two. Now Optic Waffle looks to be moving to this next hard point. And UJ is finally starting to close it up again. Almost at that 50 point. Only a 9-point deficit here. Excuse me, 11-point deficit. Optic Waffle already on site. Doesn't have his gun out. Gets 1v2'd. Esports Ian there to back up. The reload coming out. Knows he's on the stairs. The concussion drops. Link has the backup. Or excuse me, Phase Me has the backup, but falls to Blessed Crown. And the hard point once again in the possession of Clarke University. UJ taking a second to regroup here. Link does take some shots. Get bum rush 1v2. Optic Waffle gets one. Doesn't get the second though. Phase Me is on site. Doesn't quite get the kill on the stairs and misses his shots on Blessed Crown. Clarke University still has control of this site. A slow clear from Link right now. He doesn't see any players. The site's contested. Nice slider on the corner. Gets one. Here's the shots from a second. Doesn't quite get shots on target though. But UJ does have control of this hard point once again. Might take a second to recoup here. 2 players from Clarke University are on their way. Optic Waffle coming into sight. Phase Me off on his own. Runs into 2. Doesn't pick one, excuse me. Really good attempt there, just not able to close it out. Esports Ian does get the second kill though. And the hard point already contested by Clarke University. Optic Waffle does hit himself with the grenade a bit. He is going for these wall bangs though. That's nice to see. 1 player down. Esports Ian doesn't get his shots. Phase Me coming up the stairs slowly. Picks one. Doesn't get the flick around on 2. Optic Waffle there. Finally has control of the hard point though. Closing up this gap a little bit more. Guess one. The concussion comes out. He is stunned. Backs off. He's going to just play his time here. Contest the hard point. Gets one, but he tries to run out before the second comes through. Phase Me falls as well. However, Esports Ian there to close up, and UJ looks to hold this hard point for another few seconds. 1 concussion doesn't make it through. Optic Waffle there to back up. Esports Ian sees him and gets the kill. Link there to back up as well. And UJ finally takes a lead for the first time since the very start of this match. Optic Waffle already moving to the next site. Has his pistol out. Gets around the corner in time. Almost gets the jump shot. Really good attempt. Really good movement from Optic Waffle there. Esports Ian holding the site. Phase Me falls. Link falls as well. Esports Ian is going to take this opportunity to move. Backs out just as he passes the window. Doesn't quite get the 1 kill there. Optic Waffle there to clean up. Gets one. Sees his foot. Tags up but has to back off a little bit. Phase Me going for a flank here. Gets one, and now UJ is able to take this site for free. Optic Waffle has a line of sight, gets one as well. Sees his head, gets two, drops down. He's not going to be able to get this back up though. Esports Ian isn't watching to back up as well. Clarke University retakes the site. Doesn't get the flick or the headshot. Unfortunate. And Clarke University will once again retake the lead. Link falls as well. Optic Waffle slow pushing this corner. Gets one. That's a really good reflex there. He's just going to move to the next hard point. However, UJ is contesting now. The stun coming out doesn't connect. Esports Ian is just going to hold this. Optic Waffle sees one on the tank, pulls out the pistol, cleans it up. Beautiful shots. And Esports, excuse me, that was Link, Phase Me on site, sorry. Now UJ is going to look to pick up here. Optic Waffle almost gets the kill. However, all of UJ's players fall on the site. Phase Me with the flank. Knows he's there. Flanks around. Knows they're on site. Sees his head. Lines up the shots. Gets it. And takes control of the hard point. Gets another one before falling. However, Clarke University retakes this hard point. Optic Waffle living with just 9 HP. Waiting to regen before making a push on here. Doesn't see Blessed Crown to his left. The concussion comes out. He does make the corner before dying. And doesn't quite get the flick, but it was a very good attempt. Esports Ian decides to push this. Looks like he's just going to be chasing. Link is holding sight. Misses his shots, unfortunately. Esports Ian does as well. Great crouch there from Blessed Crown. UJ down now 30 points as this next hardpoint moves. Phase Me in the back on this next hardpoint falls. Optic Waffle gets shot in the back. Link falls as well. And Clarke University just once again immediately on this hardpoint. This is the first time we've seen the other team doing this aggressive pushing as the hardpoint's ready to transition. And UJ is just getting punished for it. They're just not winning their gunfights currently. Let's see if they can bring it back. Great shots from Phase Me, able to close it out. Link sees one, doesn't quite get the shots on target though. However, he does tag up. Phase Me falls to a headshot, and Link does as well. 4 players from Clarke University on this hardpoint now. Optic Waffle gets one. Esports Ian gets one as well before trading up. Link moving from a different flank. Optic Waffle can't push on alone right now. Link falls to a pistol, sees one, gets the kill. Esports Ian might push on a site. Great game sense there, just not able to get his shots on right away. At least he trades up. Esports Ian. Clarke University still holding the site now. 175 out of 250. A 40-point lead. The benefit of UJ losing those gunfights on that hardpoint is they immediately have control of this next one. Phase Me holding the stairs, and it looks like Link is holding the lower floor. Optic Waffle needs his gun up right now. Runs into him. The player from Clarke doesn't see. He gets another. Another player comes through that door. He's going to get the reload off. Almost wins the gunfight, but not quite. Very good attempt. Link still holding this control right now. Optic Waffle might be running into one here. Esports Ian looks away just as that player comes up the hill. It might be a tough situation. Tags on one, but doesn't get the kill. Optic Waffle picks one. Picks two. He knows where a third is. He lives barely. Phase Me has the assist. Very dangerous running out that door. Doesn't get his shots down. Great cover from Link there. Esports Ian on site, spraying in the right places. Just the kills are dropping too fast. And UJ once again closing up this game. This is a very close hardpoint currently. Esports Ian running out, runs into one, doesn't see him right away at all. And UJ once again has control of this hardpoint immediately. However, it is a 1v4 with Optic Waffle. He gets a 3-man stun. The nade comes out. He is going to blaze some down, cover fired on. Doesn't quite win the gunfight though. However, Esports Ian there to close it out. Concussion coming out. Nade is getting cooked. He doesn't get it out in time. That could be dangerous for Phase Me. Phase Me does get chunked pretty hard. Gets his shots on though. Phase Me pushes on the site. Controls contest for a moment, but falls immediately after. Cook grenade coming out from Esports Ian into the window. Gets one. He must have been stunned or something. Slow walking up these stairs. He sees one. Picks him. Esports Ian pushes on now. Link it with the assist on the backside of the site. Optic Waffle with a team kill on the grenade. However, UJ does get control of this site. Optic Waffle gets 2 with the pre-fires. Great shots there. Switches to the MP40. Hardpoint moving in 5 seconds. UJ's not going to have the lead, but it's going to be close. Esports Ian desperately trying to hold on to that site before it switches, but he does fall to the last player from Clarke University. Optic Waffle sees one, tags another, drops one. Link is stunned, but he still manages to get the kill. Esports Ian and UJ is holding this hardpoint right now. The trophy system comes out. Link falls are coming around the corner, but Phase Me picks one. Optic Waffle coming in the back, and UJ does regain the lead. Optic Waffle picks one. Great shots. If they hold this hard point for this time, Optic Waffle picks a second. Link does fall close, but Esports Ian knows where one is. Optic Waffle knows where one is as well. It loses the gunfight at long range, but it's very close. Up to Esports Ian to hold this right now, and it looks like Clarke University is going to retake. Phase Me falls as well. The nade coming out from Optic Waffle. These are some very long gunfights he has to take. Nice B hopping around the corner to get the kill. Nice shots as well. However, Clarke University still has to play. A 3K coming out from Optic Waffle right now. Make it 4. He's going for the Bloodthirsty to recontrol this hard point. Doesn't get the Bloodthirsty, but manages to tie it up just as the hard point moves. And once again, UJ Esports already has control. Link holding here. They just need 10 seconds. Esports Ian holding valiantly. 5, 4. Optic Waffle gets one. Gets a second. And that is going to be the match. Wow. What a close game there from both sides. Great play. UJ not quite winning their gunfights until the end there. Optic Waffle completely popping off to control that second to last hard point. And gets the final kill with some beautiful shots. Great play from both sides of the team. Optic Waffle dropping 41 kills in that hard point alone. 34 non-traded kills. Phenomenal performance from both sides there. Optic Waffle really shining. They wanted that and they took it home. Looks like we're going to have a much more intense match this time around compared to the last 2 weeks. However, a very great performance from UJ. Once again, we will go through the spiel. Any subs, prime subs, are greatly supported, greatly appreciated, and goes to supporting the stream here at University of Jamestown. Anything helps. Your prime subs do not renew, but you do get them for free if you do have Amazon Prime. So every month, make sure if you do want to send us your prime sub to come in, pop by, and drop it. We will greatly appreciate it. And if you want, regular tier subs do renew monthly, but those prime subs, you got to come in and drop them by. But anything does help. We greatly appreciate it. We don't ask for it, but if you want to continue to support the streams here, it is greatly appreciated. All of the proceeds go to benefiting University of Jamestown esports program. Looks like we will be switching up, though, and we might be going to Berlin for Search and Destroy versus Berlin for, I believe it's called Conquest, like UJ has done in the past 2 weeks here. All right, once again, Berlin on Search and Destroy. We've only seen Conquest on this map in the past few weeks, so it's going to be interesting to see how UJ changes their approach on a different mode on the same map. I believe we are blue side again. Won't know for sure until a few seconds. Yep, Blue Jay, excuse me. That's the high school. UJ is blue on the attacking side. An Optic Waffle carrying the bomb here. Immediately going for a B site push here. We never really see this side of the map compared to the Conquest. Ooh, playing a bit of ring around the Rojis. Optic Waffle does fall, though. Bomb is down on the B side. So, excuse me, I wasn't tapped in. That's why it was a bit laggy here. Couldn't switch either. Link looking for some angles here. He doesn't see him in the window. Sees him late, but doesn't get the shots down. Esports Ian now in a 1v4 situation. Did see his leg. Didn't take any shots, though. Pretty tough situation here. Bomb is down on B site. One holding a long angle. One on the bomb. Pushes with the pistol. Gets his gun out. Sees one. Doesn't get the kill, though. And UJ getting wiped that round. Clarke University now up 0-1. UJ now on the defense here. Looks like a 2-2 split. 2 going to A, 2 going to B. And it looks like Clarke University will be going for a B push here. Optic Waffle on site falls again with that slider on the corner, and it looks like the bomb will go down immediately. Link is going to, FaZe Me going to push in, stop the plant. Doesn't get out the window right away, though. That's sketchy. The grenade does come out. However, they are here to hold. Link with a shot on the flank. Great performance there. Doesn't know he ran under one. Gets the reload off. Doesn't quite get the flicker on, though. FaZe Me still holding the site. You'd say, Esports Ian going for a push around. Bomb has been picked up. And it looks like the plant might go down here. Esports Ian sees one. Good trigger discipline. Doesn't get the shots down, but he does get the kill eventually. The bomb is down. A now 2v1 situation for UJ here. They might get him in the crossfire here, but they just need to hold. They have eyes on the bomb. Nade does come out. However, he does pick up the bomb. And FaZe Me is oblivious as he goes to the A site. No roam yet. FaZe Me is starting to move, though, just to check this other site. The plant will come out, though. FaZe Me still doesn't know. They have to know he has the bomb, right? KS Walker, thank you so much for the gift sub, man. It does mean a lot. It does help the program here. Thank you very much. We do appreciate it. The bomb is down. He's just going to hold this long sight. FaZe Me has no idea he's there, but he gets some good timing. Still doesn't know, and he gets shot in the back. Esports Ian knows where he is now. Could go for a defuse here. Kicks on the door. 20 seconds left. Does hear him running up. Sees him in the window and gets the kill. Closes out the round. Very good slow play there from Esports Ian to win the round. Now tying the game at 1-1. Now that we have some time, once again, KS Walker, thank you so much for the sub, man, to Najin Cougar 4. Anything helps here at the University of Jamestown, and we do greatly appreciate it. So thank you very much, man. Much slower play there from UJ, which is expected on the defending side, but it really worked in their favor. They picked their gunfights a little well. Little lapse of communication there in the 1v2, but they did manage to close it out still, which is the most important thing. Esports Ian grabbing the bomb, and it looks like it's going to be a full A push this time. Optic Waffle gets his gun up. That was some good quick draw. Gets the kill. Lives with 30 HP. FaZe Me does fall. However, Link does have a line of sight here. Didn't see him cross the door yet. Esports Ian playing pretty slow. Some strafes here. Pretty slow play from UJ. Much different to how they've been playing lately. Slow swing around the corner from Optic Waffle. Doesn't see him in front of him or to his right. Nade coming out from Esports Ian here to blow open the door. And then he is going to move around the outside back to Optic Waffle. A roam coming from D-Clan in the back. Link holds. Doesn't hear him behind him. Optic Waffle picks one. Esports Ian sees one as well. Gets around, keeps the bomb alive. And Optic Waffle there with the assist. Falls in the back line. Optic Waffle knows where he is now, though. I come up to his right in the window. Optic Waffle wins the gunfight and closes the round. Great performance there from Optic Waffle to make it 2-1. I believe he picked 3 players there. Link might have gotten the 4th, but really good positioning to keep the round secured. UJ now on defense here. Once again, a full B push from Clarke University. The long nade coming out. Link already up close. Doesn't quite see him. Sees the shots come out. Gets the lineup. And the jump in through the window and stops the plant. Excuse me, that was FaZe Me. Great shots there. Optic Waffle picks one as well. And FaZe Me holding down. I believe that was Esports Ian that got the kill, though. Great round wipe from UJ there. Really quick, won their gunfights. Great positioning as well. Excuse me, Optic Waffle got the kill. Great job there. Optic Waffle, once again, being an absolute monster to be reckoned with right now. I did just realize that Clarke University all are playing the same character. Very interesting. Looks like UJ is gonna switch it up with a full B push. Clarke University sent 3 to A. Link doesn't know he's in there, but they have to expect he's been sitting in this corner. He's done this every round. The nade coming out from Esports Ian. Link does see him in the window. They are gonna call that out. Optic Waffle holding a very long angle. FaZe Me getting in some gunfire. Lives with 28 HP. The reload comes out. Still no push from UJ onto this bomb site. They might rotate A here. The clear coming out from, and it looks like they are going to do just that. Link is going to follow in the back. Optic Waffle still holding these long sight lines. FaZe Ian going to lead. Could be walking to a bit of a death trap here. They are holding these corners pretty tight. They might know he's there, though. Link does fall, and that's exactly what happens. Voodoo Kid picks up 2. FaZe Me, now the last player alive, and falls again. I believe Voodoo got a 3K there to make the game 3-2. UJ just playing a little too slow, allowing Clarke University enough time to hold. UJ once again defending. Looks like it's going to be a similar 1-3 split here. Esports Ian going to get into gunfire immediately. Lives with half HP. Blesscron is chasing behind. Don't know if they quite expect it yet. Esports Ian is going to move. Falls immediately. Link holding this window now. It looks like Link is going to be... Never mind. FaZe Me falls as well on the backside. Optic Waffle there to swing. Sees one, but looks at just the wrong time. And now Link in a 1v4 situation. Holding the same angle he's been holding for a while. The nade comes out. He did see him on sight. Could get swung on the window, and that's exactly what's going to happen. Now 3-3 tied in this best of 11. Excuse me. Gonna go for a different push here. Optic Waffle with the bomb. They are gonna take a slow push to B. 3 players are coming to B this time, however. FaZe Me might run into one. Here's one come out. Doesn't turn and check the stairs behind him, though. And 2 players push up behind and get the kill. However, Optic Waffle already on site, clearing it. And he is going to go for the plan here. Lincoln Esports Ian holding these longer angles. Bomb does go down. Now UJ playing full defensive as they try to protect this bomb site. Link does fall in the long gunplay. 1-2 now. Excuse me, 2-4. And now it's a 1v4 situation. Optic Waffle left to hold site alone. Sees one in the window. Gets the pick. Plays around the corner. Doesn't quite get a second. Very tough situation to do there. Not much you can do in the 1v4. Might have been able to pick an extra 1 or 2, but not able to win the round, unfortunately. And Clarke University will bring this match to 3-4. Optic Waffle opting to swap to the automaton here. Looks like Clarke University is going to be going for a full A push this time. Esports Ian and Link going to defend, holding these long angles, not checking the stairs though. Could be dangerous for them. Clarke University going for a slower approach compared to these past few rounds. Purple Sand's going to be moving up the back stairs here. Link is holding, or excuse me, Esports Ian is holding the door. Link is as well. No one's is watching the stairs. This could prove deadly here. Esports Ian sees one, picks one. Link falls to the Blessed Crown. However, it still doesn't know that Purple Sands is there on the stairs. One push up. The melee comes out, misses. Now it's up to FaZe Me and Optic Waffles. The plant does look to be going, excuse me, the plant is not going down. Sprays coming from Purple Sands. Optic Waffle does pop dead silence. The nade coming out. Now it is up to Optic Waffle to secure this win. Picks one. Now a 1v1 situation. The bomb hasn't gone down yet. He does know where he is though. 18 seconds left to play. Could be dangerous for Purple Sands to go for a full rotate here. It's going to be close. Optic Waffle wins the gunfight though to bring it back to 4-4. Great performance there. Not pushing, but winning the gunfight long. Very hard to do on this, especially on this map where it's pretty much all long angles. Optic Waffle switching back to the MP40 here. And back to the automaton by the looks of it. Either way, UJ might be going for a full B push once again. We'll have to see where they go at this crossroads. Only one player defending on A for Clarke University. Could be running into 2 here though, compared to last time. Optic Waffle and FaZe Me both fall. Link gets one as well. Esports Ian picks one as well. Back to a 2v2 situation. Esports Ian needs to recover some health though. A is totally open. The nade coming out might have alerted them to their position. Purple Sands holding in the backline. Esports Ian opting not to push on the site though. Link is here to support. Gonna go push up these stairs here. D-Clan still holding the B site. They could do something here. Link pushes on. I don't think Purple Sands ever saw him in the window. Esports Ian crosses across. Closes the door. Can he get a plant in this corner here? This is cheeky. 28 seconds left to play. Both players from Clarke University are pushing the same angle. Purple Sands hasn't hopped through the window yet, but Link is here with the trophy system down. D-Clan is in. The melee coming out. That's odd from Esports Ian there. Link does get one. It's up to him now. The slow push out. Doesn't quite get the flick. Unfortunate. Very close there from UJ. But Clarke University does manage to clutch up and bring this to a 4-2-5 game. Oh, excuse me, I was muted. Don't know what happened with the transitions there. Apologies. But we will be going to Berlin again, this time on control, however, which we've seen UJ consistently perform pretty well on. All right, once again on Berlin. No sound. What do we have going on here? Should be a little better now. We'll see. Audio levels are looking good on my end, but we will have to see. Blessed Crown does get the first kill. Voodoo Kid already on site. And it looks like Clarke University is going to go for the strat of letting B fall. Optic Waffle with a great shot. Link does fall in the back. Optic Waffle does get two with a nice spray. That grenade could prove deadly. Excuse me. Doesn't see his leg. Blessed Crown pushes on site. Optic Waffle gets the headshot, though. And UJ does take control of B already. Optic Waffle taking a second to catch his breath before moving out. And Link already back, ready to push A. Sees his legs, doesn't get the kill. Doesn't quite get his shots on target. It was close, though. Optic Waffle pushing way through spawn. FaZe Me does get one, though. Esports Ian sees one, gets one. Sees him in the window, but chooses to run. Very close here. FaZe Me is there to support. Gets the one in the window. Esports Ian still kicking. Optic Waffle gets one as well. And FaZe Me gets another. UJ already taking the live control, and they are going to be able to get onto A site here. Link getting the kill that time. Esports Ian and Optic Waffle already on site. Link already on site. Optic Waffle with some good trigger discipline. Sees a second, gets a second. Beautiful shots there. FaZe Me picks another. I believe he's on a Bloodthirsty. Esports Ian gets another as well. And UJ is going to close that match out quickly, gaining control over the zones before we even drop into single-digit lives. Oh my goodness. What an absolutely massive concussion from Optic Waffle to pick one. Might have gotten the second there. Didn't quite see. UJ now on the defense here. We've seen in the past that they don't like the strat where they just let B fall immediately. They do choose to trade a bit, which I personally prefer compared to the let B fall and just try to hold A. The wall does come down. Esports Ian is defending alone here. Optic Waffle does see one, picks one. Esports Ian gets another as well. However, he does fall into sight. Now they will be losing B. Optic Waffle trying to melee through. Esports Ian quickly coming to back up. They are gonna lose the first progress bar as Optic Waffle falls. Esports Ian doesn't see him on the tank. The nade does come through. Second progress bar falls. Esports Ian pushes on, doesn't get the kill though, even though he had a great lineup. And Optic Waffle falls again. Clarke University now with the lives lead. Link holding his go-to spot. Optic Waffle gets a good long shot kill there. Tough situation to be in as he's at 78 HP. Both utils come out. Doesn't quite get a second. Very close though. FaZe Me with the flank. Doesn't get one. Knows where he is, though. Great hop around the corner. Gets one. Makes it around. Though doesn't quite get drop shotted, but was close. Optic Waffle getting the venge kill. Ooh, close hip fire there, but not quite. UJ still holding the site on lock. Phase Me gets one. Sees the second. Decides not to trade with him. Pretty wise considering he's only got 23 HP. Esports Ian and Link still holding. A minute and a half left to play. Optic Waffle does fall. Clarke University with a 2 lives lead right now. Esports Ian does see one. Calls it out. Phase Me, excuse me, Link and Phase Me fall. Esports Ian goes down as well. Optic Waffle picks one. Sees two. Gets a third. And, excuse me, sees three. Gets a second. Tags up on the third. Link falls again. Phase Me going for a flank here. Esports Ian sees one, pushes in, gets the kill, controls the site. 2 progress bars already fallen. Phase Me on site, gets one. Progress still going. Clarke University still has the lives lead. However, Optic Waffle, Link, and Esports Ian now are on site with control. They just have to hold for a minute or win on lives at this point. They cannot afford to lose another progress bar, as that will be this game. This round, excuse me. Phase Me in a tough situation. Picks one. Wallbangs another. Pistol comes out. Shots don't quite land. However, he does get enough cover fire to stay alive. Does choose to run away. Pretty smart, all things considered. Esports Ian knows where one is. The contest comes out. Phase Me picks one. However, Optic Waffle gets the assist with Esports Ian. Phase Me finally drops. However, Esports Ian is here to support. Optic Waffle holding the stairs this time around. Phase Me going for a wide flank. Could get 2 here. Link still holding the desk. Optic Waffle picks 2. Phase Me does fall. Optic Waffle here sees one. Doesn't quite get the triple kill, but very close. Esports Ian decides to push out. Doesn't quite confirm the kill. 15 seconds left to play. Lives are tied. Esports Ian finally does fall. Link has to hold here for 10 seconds. Site is contested. Optic Waffle there to back up. Link manages to stay alive before falling down to D-Clan. Phase Me pushes on. Optic Waffle gets one. Doesn't get a second. The pistol comes out. Esports Ian contests it as well. Optic Waffle manages to stay alive and gets the pistol kill. 8 seconds. I don't think Purple Sands can get on in time. 4, 3, 2, 1. Optic Waffle managing to stay alive to keep control of the site and winning the round. Great performance there. That was incredibly close. I don't know how he managed to stay alive in that corner. The player didn't even see him, and then the pistol came out. Great performance from UJ there to keep control of that site that whole time. And they are now going to make this match point. Optic Waffle already gets shots down, but doesn't manage to get a kill. Phase Me does. Esports Ian picks up another as well. It looks like 1 progress bar is already going to be going in favor of UJ here. Grenade hits Phase Me directly. He clears out, getting some shots down. The wallbang flick. Beautiful shot. Optic Waffle doesn't quite see him on the docks. Gets the flick around. Optic Waffle and Phase Me both trade up. Phase Me drops as well. However, Esports Ian still here to hold while Link holds the angle as well. Good pincer here. Optic Waffle loses the gunfight. Esports Ian pushing out onto the truck. Concussion comes around the right side. It hits, and he wins the gunfight. Great movement there. B already in control of UJ. Grenade coming through the window. Didn't quite work how he wanted it to by the looks of it. Optic Waffle getting a very far wallbang. Great shots. Phase Me pushing up, trying to get the grenade through the crack. However, it does get picked off on the stairs. Optic Waffle gets that long nade. The concussion coming out as well. Gets 2 hit markers, 3 hit markers. Esports Ian sees the gun, dinks him, but doesn't get the kill. Optic Waffle trades up. UJ does have the lives lead here with a minute and a half left to play. However, they don't have control of this A site yet. Phase Me doesn't quite get the kill on Blessed Crown. See if Esports Ian is able to get it as well. Concussion does hit in the back line. Link does drop, doesn't get the kill though. Blessed Crown still managing to stay alive. The grenade coming out cooked, doesn't connect. Optic Waffle going for a long flank here, playing a bit slow in this backline. Must have hurt him though as he gets gunned down in the doorway. Minute left to play. Lives are now tied. Very risky angle here. Jumps are coming out. They know he's there. 4 players all defending. Link going for a flank as well. Phase Me here to some shots coming out. Link does fall in the back. They haven't still gotten this guy out of his hole. Phase Me gets one. Optic Waffle, or excuse me, Esports Ian gets a second. And UJ finally has control of this site. Esports Ian very low HP though. Phase Me opting to drop down, hold the door. Esports Ian, Link gets the kill on the desk. Optic Waffle there to assist as well. Phase Me still staying alive. 2 progress bars down. Link gets a third before falling. Esports Ian wins his gunfight. Optic Waffle comes up the stairs, gets one, gets 2. Beautiful flick with the double kill there. And UJ is going to get the game with that. Great final gunfights there from UJ to close out that round. Great shots all around. Optic Waffle with a beautiful double kill to keep that site under control. And UJ bringing this match to 2-1 now. Great double kill. Beautiful transfer of fire there. And Optic Waffle going 24-12 with 3k damage. Absolutely insane. 21 non-traded kills. That is a phenomenal performance as usual from Optic Waffle. Great communication there from UJ as well in the final round to keep that site under control. It looks like we will be taking a 2-minute timeout here in favor of Clarke University. So while we sit, once again, any Prime subs, regular subscriptions, anything does go forward to help the program here at University of Jamestown Esports program. Anything is greatly appreciated. Not asked for, but we do greatly appreciate it. I think we will be going straight into Valorant after this. They did start at 7:30, so we might have to catch the second, maybe even the third game. We will have to see. UJ is getting a fight for their money this time around, though, compared to the last clean wipes. It actually is very close games, but UJ still managing to come out on top, aside from that S&D, where even then they still managed to put up 4 points before losing. Alrighty, and we are moving into Berlin once again for our potentially final match of this series. Hardpoint this time around, though. UJ is still blue side. See if they can keep their momentum from the last game into this one. And we are off 56 seconds on this first hard point. Wow. It looks like Clarke University is going to get there way faster, but that might just be based on spawns. Optic Waffle already picking one, though. Esports Ian pushing on. Does fall. Phase Me gets one as well. Gets two. And already UJ has control of this hard point finally. And UJ will take the lead. Ooh, all their numbers are screwed up. Phase Me doesn't quite get the third. Esports Ian falls as well. Link coming around for the flank. Gets one. Gets two. Does get a shot in the back a bit, however. He's going to slow push through this window. Doesn't get the third. Optic Waffle picks one, though. All the numbers are thrown off. Those nades are really good. Optic Waffle managing to pick him off. And the hard point already moving. UJ is going to hold control for these last 10 seconds. Optic Waffle coming through the door. Link there to back up, though. Does get dropped from the window. And it looks like UJ is going to be down just a single point coming into this next zone. Sportsine holding the sight. Sees him on the tank. Lines up the shot. Gets the kill. Great trigger discipline there before lining up the shot. Clarke University still has control of the site. Link pushes on. Optic Waffles on. Link falls. Phase Me falls upstairs as well. Optic Waffle now trying to push on here. Slow pushes the door versus slamming through it. Nice corner clear here. Doesn't see him below him. Does see him now. Gets the kill. Turns the corner. Turns and gets the flick. Has control of the hard point. Now down 20 points. Esports Ian does fall. Optic Waffle in a tough 1v2 here. However, Link is going to be here to support. Runs out of ammo on his gun. Switches to the pistol. Has to reload. Great jump hop from around the corner to get the kill. Optic Waffle managing to stay alive even in that tough situation. UJ is going to bring it down to a 9-point deficit. Doesn't get the kill around the corner. However, the hard point is going to move, and Clarke University might already have control by the time this hard point moves. And they do. Link now holding, moving to push into a 1v3. However, it does look like Esports Ian is there to support. Esports Ian trying to get through this window right now, having a bit of trouble. Link does fall. Esports Ian does give up. Phase Me falls on the long shot. Esports Ian slow pushing, gets one, doesn't quite get the collateral though. Optic Waffle pushing up, drops one, comes around the corner looking. UJ does have control of the hard point, down 20 points with 24 seconds left to play on the site. Optic Waffle winning the long trade. Esport Phase Me gets tagged up, doesn't die yet. The nade does finish the job though. Link there to support. Esports Ian falls, but not before trading one. Link gets shots down, doesn't get the kill. Optic Waffle there to back up though, and it is going to be a, let me do some quick math, 4-point deficit here as this hard point moves into Clarke University control. Phase Me coming for a long shot, doesn't drop right away, however does fall. Optic Waffle trying to support. Link does fall as well. Esports Ian and Optic Waffle both coming from the same side now. Esports Ian with a slow push on. Might have to get moving here. They are losing a bit of a gap here. Nade and concussion coming out. Does see one prone. Does see another on the truck. Link there to support. Optic Waffle picks the one off finally. Link does fall onto the stairs. D-Clan does pick him off. Blessed Crown does fall to Optic Waffle though. And UJ does not have control of this hard point yet. Optic Waffle almost has the flick. UJ finally gets control. Phase Me with a great kill, however, still dies to the one posted up on the guard tower. And Clarke University will take control. Optic Waffle falls as well. 9 seconds left before this hard point moves, and Clarke University is already there. Phase Me is going to be running blind in this. Does fall. 2 now on site. Esports Ian does get stuck on the train tracks as well. Link doesn't get the shots down right away. Sees one in the corner. Optic Waffle still doesn't get the kill. Gets barely outgunned. And Clarke University is starting to increase this point gap right now. Spray coming out from Optic Waffle. Phase Me is there to support. And finally, UJ manages to get some cohesion and pushes onto the site. The trophy system comes out. Link with a double kill with the nade. Optic Waffle gets one. They know where they are now. 30 seconds left on this hard point. FaZe Me falls. Optic Waffle pushing off. Esports Ian gets dropped on the stairs. Link now left alone to hold. Optic Waffle and Link both fall. FaZe Me no longer has control. Gets one. UJ doesn't have control of this hard point. Drops down to his right. Doesn't quite switch targets. Esports Ian desperately trying to keep control. Contested for a little bit, but managing to hold and stay alive with 6 HP. Running down behind this barrier here. Going to make it a 30-point deficit right now. As UJ tries to hold on. Link comes up the stairs. Sees one. Doesn't get the shots, though. FaZe Me coming up the window. Pushes in. Gets one with the barrel stuff. Doesn't get the other, though. Clarke University still has control of this hard point. Optic Waffle there. Gets one. Concussion doesn't make it through the window. However, Link is here to support. Link gets one in the window. Drop shot coming on from the right. Optic Waffle getting concussed. Not able to get shots down on target. Esports Ian manages to stay alive with 8 HP. Link does fall in the corner, and Blesscron drops Esports Ian as well. FaZe Me now trying to hold. The wallbang's coming through. He does run out of ammo in his primary. Doesn't quite get the flick in time. Now a 50-point deficit in favor of Clarke Esports. Optic Waffle getting a good B-hopper on the corner to hold this hardpoint for a bit longer. Doesn't quite get the flick. However, Purple Sands does get tagged up. Great B-hopper on the corner from Optic Waffle. Link still holding sight for the last few seconds, trying to close this point gap little by little. FaZe Me does fall. Esports Ian is in the back, and UJ finally has control of the hardpoint on swap. Does have to get in this corner and get the reload off. Tough situation to be in. Link comes through the window. Sees one. Doesn't get the headshot, unfortunately. However, Optic Waffle and FaZe Me there to clean up. UJ still has control of this hardpoint. 30 points only left to go. FaZe Me gets wallbang. Blesscrown takes his spot, but Optic Waffle is there to get the kill. Does get two-man, though. Unfortunate positioning there. Link does fall. Does manage to take up a little bit. That nade is in a tough spot. Esports Ian does get concussed, and now Clarke University still back to that 30-point gap with 20 seconds left to play on this hardpoint. Optic Waffle sees him on the tank, but the pretty nasty head glitch there. Esports Ian drops one, pushes onto site. Would be risky to drop down from this balcony. Voodoo Kid manages to get one. Optic Waffle finally wins the gunfight on the tank, and it looks like they're just going to opt to move. Optic Waffle picks a second. 5 seconds left to play. UJ already does have full control of the next hardpoint, but they are down almost 60 points. Esports Ian does fall. FaZe Me there to back it up. FaZe Me does see him. Goes for the wallbang. Lands a few hit markers. Finally, Optic Waffle manages to close the kill out. Deady silence coming out from it. Optic Waffle manages to stay alive with the slider on the corner. FaZe Me in a tough spot here. Esports Ian, Link, and Optic Waffle. Esports Ian does fall. Optic Waffle there to secure the kill. FaZe Me all looking in a different direction, not from where they're coming from. Optic Waffle and FaZe Me are in a tough spot to be. Link manages to trade one. Esports Ian gets the other kill. Manages to still hold control of the hard point. 2 push out. Optic Waffle gets one. Esports Ian gets a second. Now closing this point gap to only 30, cutting it in half. FaZe Me is on the stairs in a 1v2. Manages to get one before dropping to Voodoo Kid. And it looks like Clarke University is going to fall back to this next hard point. And it looks like they already have full control of it. Only a 10-point difference now with 60 points left to play. FaZe Me pushing slow. Gets the jump hop around the corner. Sees the player prone, doesn't get his gun up fast enough. A strafing run coming out from Optic Waffle. Gets one. Esports Ian gets a second before falling himself. Optic Waffle now pushing on here. Link gets one. Still knows he's in the guard tower. Gets concussed. Has to look up. Optic Waffle with the wallbang. FaZe Me and Link both go down. It's now up to Optic Waffle to hold this with Esports Ian. Trying to close this point gap back to 10. Great B-hopper on the corner. Great pre-fires coming out from him as well. FaZe Me still managing to hold this site. Esports Ian's there as well now too. Optic Waffle gets a second. Still managing to stay alive. Esports Ian doesn't quite get the flick though. It's now an even game once again as FaZe Me drops one. Link does fall in the back line. Optic Waffle gets another kill though. Now tied, but Clarke University will retake control of the hardpoint. Optic Waffle does drop him. And it looks like they're just going to let this expire. Clarke University in a great spot, though. Esports Ian does manage to trade up before falling himself, though. Cruise missile coming down. Doesn't quite get anyone, though. Link with one before falling himself. FaZe Me falls as well. Optic Waffle and Esports Ian try to push on, but they both fall as well. Clarke University bringing back this double-digit point gap now. Link backing up phase me, but they both drop to D-Clan. Esports Ian with a slow push. Sees his leg, gets one, but drops behind. Optic Waffle swings onto sight, gets one with the strafing run, excuse me. Gets the kill, and now UJ doesn't have control. He knows he's above him. He gets two. Optic Waffle trying to get the kill, but just can't get an angle on him. Esports Ian falls as well. Purple Sand on a bloodthirsty right now. Clarke University managing to keep control of the site. Optic Waffle and FaZe Me trying to retake control right now. And Optic Waffle now taking this spot of D-Clan, bringing this point deficit back to 20 points right now as the hard point gets ready to move for another time. Clarke University already on site though. Esports Ian playing slow, swings through the window slowly, drops a blessed crown. FaZe Me picks one. Doesn't quite win the gunfight on the long desk here. And UJ has to do something. They only have 10 points left to play. Esports Ian, last one left able to do something. Trying to buy some time. 5 points left. FaZe Me swings the corner, doesn't get the kill. The door gets closed, and he does drop. And that is going to be the game for this one, bringing it to a 2-2. It looked like Optic Waffle just barely managed to make it on site in the end, but not in time. Once again, a much closer game. However, Clarke University did get their rotations a little better just because they were in a situation where they were alive versus UJ, who was stuck on stagger death timers. Looks like we'll be moving back to Tuscan, this time on Search and Destroy though. Looked like during that 2-minute timeout, UJ did manage to talk a bit and see what they did wrong on that Search and Destroy. Maybe they'll try to apply that to this game as well. Alrighty, and here we go into what I believe to be the final match of this game. Score is tied 2-2 going into an Search and Destroy on Tuscan. We haven't seen UJ lose on this map yet, but they did lose the Search and Destroy earlier in the series. They did manage to regroup though, talk a bit, see what they did differently. We'll see if they managed to bring that into this game here. UJ now on Red Stipe for the first time tonight. And here we go. Link already holding these long sights. Does fall, though. Loses gunfight. Phase Me falls as well. Optic Waffle going for a bit of a rotate here. Sees one. Moves up the ladder, though. Picks one as well. Esports Ian still moving for a very long flank by the looks of it. Esports Ian is now the last one alive in a 1v3 situation. The bomb does go down. Very tough situation for Esports Ian to be in right now. He does have to play it a bit slow, however, he does only have 30 seconds to make his move. Doesn't see anyone on site, but he knows they're there. 24 seconds left to play. Purple Sand completely oblivious. Esports Ian doesn't get the corner kill, though. Does manage to pick one. Cajun Joe, thank you very much for the subscription. As always, we do greatly appreciate it here at the University of Jamestown Esports program. Clarke University managing to bring this game to an 0-1. It did look like UJ fell pretty early there. Tough situation to be in. However, let's see if they can change it up on attack here. Link with the bomb this time around. Looks like they're going to be going for a B push. 2v2 split here from Clarke University. Link is going to walk up, punch a hole through the wall, and drop immediately. Very tough situation to be in. Doesn't quite get his gums up. Phase Me grabs the bomb and falls back a little bit. Excuse me. UJ still playing pretty slow. Some shots coming out. It looks like they might be moving to rotate A here. Optic Waffle already there to hold the sight lines down. Does see one's head. The grenade comes out. He knows he's there. Good toss. Phase Me does fall in the back line though. Optic Waffle gets some shots down. Not able to secure the kill though. Bomb is picked up by Esports Ian. Now a 2v4 situation. Now a 1v4 situation for Optic Waffle. Does see him. Gets the flick over. Does see him drop over the fence as well. Playing in a tough situation. Doesn't quite get the kill and falls in the 1v3 situation. Clarke University making it 2-0 now. UJ back on the defense here. Excuse me as I fix my chair. Typical 2-2 split here from UJ. Looks like Phase Me is going to opt to hold the long here. Interesting 3v1 push here for Clarke University. Door comes open. Phase Me manages to get one. Tag up on a second. Cooks the grenade. Doesn't quite get it through the door though. 4v2 situation for UJ right now. Might be moving A here. Esports Ian is going to run into one. Gets the kill. Backs off with the bunny hop. Bomb is down. Concussion does come out. Manages to get clear of it. Phase Me is there to support. Optic Waffle just barely managing to stay alive. The spray coming out. Esports Ian pushes up the stairs. Link gets the kill with a kneecapper though. Excuse me. UJ managing to get their first point of this match. Much different approach there from UJ, and we saw their faster play, which definitely benefited them compared to the slow play where they're not able to win these gunfights when it comes down to it. Managing to switch it up there, though, to close out the round. UJ once again on the attack now. Optic Waffle bursting through the wall. Doesn't get one. Phase Me there to tag up, though. Esports Ian manages to make it around the corner. Concussion comes out. Phase Me is hit by it. His doesn't connect. Link falls as well, though. Phase Me just opting to stay slow. Esports Ian going for an interesting strat here. Running all the way around to A site. Reloads 2 shots into his gun. Still manages to get around, clearing the sides out. Very tough situation to be in. Bomb does come down. They don't know it's down yet, though. Now Clarke University does. See if FaZe Me can get here in time to support Esports Ian from behind. FaZe Me sees one, gets the flick on two. Now a 2v1 situation. Great shots there. Now a 1v1 situation. Esports Ian not quite able to close it out. He just has to hold the site here. Wins the gunfight. Ties it up. FaZe Me with a great round there to tie up the match. Great transition of his fire there to get the double kill. And then managed to get the connection here for the kill as well. Esports Ian making a very interesting but beneficial play to run all the way around through the B site to A after losing 2 players. FaZe Me will be alone. Optic Waffle already picking 1 though. Plant might go down. Good concussion coming out. Preemptive. However, the bomb is going to go down. This nade might do something depending where he throws it. Misses the throw. The bomb does go down on A though. They know where he is. Esports Ian doesn't cut any shots off, unfortunately, before falling. 3v3 situation. Optic Waffle pushing slowly. Nade coming over the wall. Slow push up here. Interesting play. Almost gets the wall bang. Manages to clear out before dying. Link does fall in the back line. Doesn't see him either. FaZe Me playing for a slow push here around. Optic Waffle is holding up high. 15 seconds left on this bomb. Optic Waffle gets the pistol out. Gets the kill though. FaZe Me is defusing. Going for the ninja. Cancels it. Doesn't stick it. Pros don't fake though. 8 seconds left to play. Optic Waffle just doesn't have time here. And unfortunately, that is going to be this round. FaZe Me might have been able to just stick it. However, he does come off of it. That is going to be a target destroy for Clarke University there to bring it to 3-2. A similar 3v1 approach again. Optic Waffle with a good head glitch to get the kill. Link holding up high. Esports Ian already moving around. Looks like he's going to fake the A and then go B. This might be bad though because there are 2 players from Clarke University holding this B site. Surely UJ calls him back. Especially since they don't see anyone yet. Esports Ian does fall. Optic Waffle picks one. Manages to get around the corner. Pistol comes out. Doesn't get the kill though. Now a 2v2 situation. Link does see him. Gets the headshot as well. They don't know where the last player is. However, Link just saw him. Surely they grab the bomb and plant here, which might be exactly what happens. Excuse me, voice crack. That's embarrassing. Looks like Purple Sands is going to be going B here. FaZe Me is able to get a free plant, and UJ might be able to post up. Link not able to hold a long sight line. It looks like he might be looking to hold mid here. FaZe Me looking to hold long. Does see him. Gets around the corner before dying. That was very risky. Very scary to see. Concussion comes out. Link isn't holding it as well. They know where he is. Comes around. FaZe Me and Link gets the kill. Great pincer there. I don't know why I'm questioning it. They know what they're doing. They managed to tie it up 3-3. Great movement there from both sides of the ball, or excuse me, both sides of the team. Link managed to hold that angle long enough, play patiently. FaZe Me staying alive. If he doesn't stay alive there, it becomes a much more difficult situation for Link to clutch that out. Link holding up high. Optic holding, excuse me, Link holding low, Optic holding high. Optic Waffle does pop a deady. FaZe Me is holding A site, or excuse me, B site all alone. Plant does come down on A. There are 2 players. Link might get a nade out here though. We'll see what happens. Optic Waffle still holding high, going for the wall bang. Doesn't get the kill. Esports Eating still holding back. 30 seconds left to play on this bomb. Optic Waffle does have a push up and an angle now. Link still holding high. FaZe Me here now. One of Clarke University's players all alone on B site. Optic Waffle picks one. This could be UJ's opportunity to take this round in their favor. Optic Waffle gets a second. Link pushes up, gets a third. No one's there. Optic Waffle might have the 3-piece here. Does fall, but they do go for the defuse right away. Declan gets another. FaZe just has to stick it to get the win, though. And that's exactly what he's going to do. Link does manage to get the final kill, but pros don't fake. FaZe closes out with the defuse. Great performance there from UJ. Great movement. They took their gunfights well, and they pushed on the site as one, and it benefited them greatly. 4-3 on this match in favor of UJ. Esports Ian with the bomb this time. Looks like FaZe is going to go alone to B site while they push on as 3. Link does get tagged up a little bit. Optic Waffle playing slow. He doesn't peek the window. Sees him. Concussion comes out. FaZe spraying the window. Excuse me, not spraying the window. Optic Waffle still holding. Link does fall. FaZe with a huge flank. Completely oblivious to that. See if they commit to the A site here. Esports Ian knows there's one in the back. FaZe does fall. 2v3 situation now for UJ. Playing it a bit slower. They still don't have control of either site. 2 still on B, though. The swing, he does see him. Optic Waffle might be able to do something here with a flank. Esports Ian's going to be in a tough spot here in about a second. If he doesn't turn around. He does. Doesn't see him in time, though. But they don't go his way. Optic Waffle picks one in the back. See what he can do here. The nade comes out. Knows where 2 is. Gets up on the middle pedestal here. Doesn't win the gunfight on 1. It is up to Esports Ian. The bomb does come down, though. Doesn't get his shots on target, though, unfortunately. That is going to be the round for Clarke University. Very close performance there. If Optic Waffle does manage to get that kill, they might still be able to win it, depending. But unfortunately, he doesn't quite get his shots on target. Very good try, though, from UJ. To bring this match to 4-4. Link holding low, Optic holding high, as usual. Already, they are on site, though. Esports Ian left to hold alone, and the bomb might already be going down. However, Optic Waffle might get a huge nade here. Gets tagged on 1. Doesn't get a kill, though. Esports Ian throws a nade out. Doesn't get his gun up, though. FaZe trades for 1. Still a 3v3 here. Or they are in a tough position to regain control of this bomb site. Optic Waffle running all the way around. Dead Silence is active. FaZe going for the defuse. They have no idea. The shots does come out. Defuse comes to 75%. Optic Waffle gets one. Link falls as well. Optic Waffle gets a second. He's got to go for the defuse. What's going on? He does still secure it. Very close attempt there for the ninja defuse from FaZe. Very close round as well, but UJ does take it, bringing this to 4-5 and series point right now. Very close attempt from FaZe there. However, Optic Waffle does manage to clean up at the end with a 3-piece. This is a set match and set point right now. Esports Ian with the bomb. Looks like they're going to switch it up and go for a full B push here. 2v2 split coming from Clarke University here. Optic Waffle has his pistol out. FaZe pushing up slowly. Might wallbang this. Has an idea that someone might be there. Blessed Crown is watching it, though, intently. This is nerve-wracking. They're both staring at each other, completely oblivious that the other is there. Just spray the wall. Just spray the wall. They don't. They're playing super slowly. This could be risky. They're holding a pinch here. Clarke University doesn't push through the wall. Optic Waffle and Esports Ian falls. FaZe doesn't get the flick as well. It's up to Link now. Bomb is down. And gets the bomb. Might be looking for an A push here. The door does get swung open, so they know where he is potentially. Fakes the slide. Might be coming back to B site here. Has to play this a bit slowly. He has no idea where anyone is. Might see one here. Doesn't win the gunfight though. 5-5. This match is tied. Ooh, this is match point entirely now. Whoever wins this round wins the series. Final round of the tonight's series. We'll see who's defending and who's attacking. Unfortunately, UJ is on attacking. I don't think this is what they want, especially after that last round, but we will see what they manage to do with it. Looks like they're going to go for that 3-1 split they went for last time. Optic Waffle already up in the window. Clarke University playing a bit slower this time around. Link going to go hold this long with the ACOG. Concussion does come out, bounces off the tree, comes back, unfortunately. FaZe Me is holding this. They don't know where anyone is. Only one player from Clarke University on B, so technically it is a 4v3. However, Link is holding behind, excuse me. 2 players holding that A site. Esports Ian watching intently, sees one. Could be deadly though. Manages to move around the corner. Dead Silence is activated from Optic Waffle. He's going to flank all the way around to B though. Might be trying to fake it here. Esports Ian, or excuse me, Link sees his elbow. Doesn't manage to get the kill though. 3v4. Dead Silence coming out from FaZe Me now. Esports Ian looking to rotate B here. FaZe Me picks one with the Deady. Runs into another. The drop shot though. 2v3 situation. Only 28 seconds left to play. Optic Waffle, Esports Ian have to do something here. Esports Ian might run into one completely blind. However, we'll see if Optic Waffle manages to get the flank. Very tough situation. Now a 1v3 for the series. Optic Waffle gets one. 12 seconds left. He's got to go for a plant here. Does look like he might have time. He gets around the corner. Plant is coming down. Everything on Optic Waffle now in the 1v2. And it's just to make the corner. Get that gun out though. Both players from Clarke University are lined up. Gets one. Optic Waffle turns the corner. And he goes for the reload around the corner and unfortunately does fall. And that is going to be the series, unfortunately. UJ takes, I believe, what is their first loss of COD. As D-Clan gets the defuse to close it out. Very good try there from Optic Waffle. However, he's just not able to close it out there. Tough situation. Tough to know they're both calling from the same area. But nonetheless, great performance from both sides of the team. Much closer game. Much more entertaining to watch, if I do say so myself. Those close matches, much more riveting than just a steamroll. That goes for anything, in my opinion. Very close match all the round, though. And UJ, unfortunately, just not able to close it out as they do fall. Get them with the GG, well played all. And unfortunately, with that, Clarke University does take the series. Once again, though, great performance. Optic Waffle, once again, coming up, showing up with these kills. Both sides performing very well. UJ does manage to have some very good games on both sides, though. Regardless of the outcome of the series as a whole, UJ really does show why they are... Well, why they were undefeated going into that. To my knowledge, I believe they were undefeated. I think that is their first loss. But either way, you can see the teamwork coming out. They're moving when they need to. Their shots are on target. They did have a bit of a rough time winning their gunfights early on, and especially later on too. But still, great performance from both teams there. UJ definitely showing that they are working and getting better every single day. And I believe with that, we will be moving to Valorant. I don't know if we're going to be swinging right into it either way. I will go see and find out that information right now, though. But thank you guys for tuning into this COD part. We'll see if we're moving into Valorant, though. But unfortunately, UJ does fall 2-3. Very close game. Very fun match to watch, though, overall. And unfortunately, they take their first loss, but they still do show that they are improving greatly every single day. of course. Okay. We will be moving directly into Valorant here. They are currently in a game. It is 4-9. They are playing. I don't remember what the school was. It is the best team in the nation, though, in their division. They have 3 Radiant players. But we will be moving straight into Valorant after the game is done. So until then, we will just chill, relax, and then we'll get into that as soon as possible. Testing. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen. It looks like we will be getting ready to go here shortly. They did lose their first game 6-13, and I believe they were playing on... I can't remember. I saw it, but I don't remember what it was exactly. It'll look real quick. Let me check. Bind. That's what I was going to say, but unfortunately I didn't know for sure. But it looks like we will be on Ascent this time around. Ooh, wow, that mic volume is through the roof. Apologies for that. Actually, I messed up some settings, so we'll see if we can get that resolved here. Hopefully everything isn't too bad. We haven't been able to stream Valorant at all this year, so we will see. Excuse me. Turn that down a bit more. Testing. Perfect. Just waiting for this match to start. It looks like we will be playing on Ascent. I don't know if I said that already or not, but
You ready? Good to go?
yep. Alrighty. Oh, the audio's already set here for the spec. Alrighty, it looks like we're gonna go be for a pretty standard Ascent, especially with the Jet for sure. Sova is an interesting pick in my opinion, just because I didn't realize that Fade was especially a replacement for Sova in many comps, but it looks like he's been still making a comeback. KO is obviously pretty expected. It's KO. Chamber's a very strong Sentinel, especially over Sage. That op comes into play, especially on Ascent with these long angles. And then Omen is also very strong on Ascent as well, especially on Snacky, who is debatably probably the best player on UJ Esports.
Select your agent.
Please tell me that isn't talking to me. This feels nerve-wracking, but I don't think it is, thankfully. Alrighty. Pretty standard comp. It looks like, I believe it's Wichita. Wichita opted for the fade over the Sova just for that information. Killjoy is a very interesting Sentinel pick, but I think she's very strong on Ascent, especially. Her turrets are able to hold down those tight corners, especially on the A and B site. Mostly A,
If you die today,
but we will see.
It has been an honor.
And thankfully, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 does work. Perfect. Take a look at buys here. Pretty standard. Interesting choice from the Chamber to go for the Ghost over his heavy weapon, but I'm not opposed to it at all. 3 Ghosts, it looks like. Some good traces coming out from Cowboy. It looks like we will be going for an A push here first. Smokes. Oh, it looks like it might be a mid push here with smokes coming down from Omen. Nice.
Cover going out.
Smokes come out. A slow push down the mid line here. KO knife does come out. Doesn't pick anyone up. Omen does spy one. The Sova, excuse me. The KO knife coming out. Jet does fall, unfortunately, to Omen. Jean coming out from Stevens. Omen, or excuse me, KO Chamber pushing up mid slowly. Omen coming to assist. Stevens holding back this line of sight. KO holding the push from A whilst Chamber moves on to clear B. Good shots coming out. Picks one. The Killjoy bot does go down. Chamber is tagged up. Omen might take the lead here. Does fall back mid. Jet comes out of the smoke. 2 in the mid connector. Chamber still alive. Omen 4 HP though. Omen does manage to tag on 2. KO knife does come out. Locks on the mid. The Haunt comes out. Manages to tag up. They know where Fade is now though. Concussion comes up to Decay. 1 HP. Unable to do anything from Chamber there. Silver Dart does pick up 2. 3v4 situation for UJ. 4 HP is not a lot to work with though. Smoke coming out to mid. 30 seconds left to play. Sova moving to push slow.
Shadows
10 seconds left to play. They do spy the Omen. Dark comes out. Smoke comes out as well. They need to suppress. Stevens clears. Omen has to get on the site and push here. Plant coming out. Might have time. Might not. It's going to be close. Does get it off with 0.25 seconds left. Switch to the Ghost. 4 HP left. Presence detected from the KO knife. Haunt is taken out. Sevens does fall.
Last player standing.
It's up to Snacky now. 1v3 situation with 4 HP. Knows where 2 are. Jet does push up with the Sheriff and gets the headshot though. And Fade on the defuse. Does take the full defuse by the looks of it. Very close round there for UJ, but unfortunately they did get tagged up a lot in that mid lane. Not able to do a lot when you're only sitting on 4 HP, especially if you're the last player alive. The shorty buy this time from Omen. Looks like we will be going for a save round here other than the shorty buy. But that might be interesting, especially with the Omen TP. We'll have to see how this plays out. Wichita with almost 1,000 plus more creds. 3 people get popped up on the KO knife. KO does have Spike. There is still 3, and it looks like they will back off here. Jet dashes into the mid lane. Doesn't spy any mid. Jet is spotted in the back by Sevens. Jet pushing up. Chamber sees 1. The smoke comes out from Jet. Omen with his spike out. Gets dinked, but does drop. KO does push through with the Spectre, though. And it looks like KO and Omen still looking to push onto this... B site, sorry. Swing slow with the shorty. Checking corners. KO might have to be the first to swing here just because he does have the classic over the shorty. He also does have Spike. Dart is up. Sova and Chamber now backing up from mid lane. Excuse me, the mid. 40 seconds left to play. UJ playing this much slower than normal. They do know the Killjoy bot is next to them. KO knife is still active.
30 seconds left.
It's like they're just going to try to wait for Wichita to do something. But with only 25 seconds left to play, it's going to be quick to push here. Proxy alarm does go off. Chamber does push on the site. The Spectre from KO does tag up. Sevens does fall. Excuse me, fade. One person is picked up. 14 seconds left to play. Doesn't quite get the flick. All Spectres, it's hard to outgun anything. KO does have Spike. He is going to try to get it down, even if he dies just for the ult point. Doesn't quite get it down, though. Getting sprayed by the Spectres. It's very hard to outgun a Spectre, especially when you're only sitting with classics and shorties. It does look like we will be going for a full buy this round. 2 Phantoms, 3 Vandals. Unfortunately, almost 3 of UJ's players having to spend all of their credits, unfortunately. Omen is going to smoke off the CT spawn, technically, in CSGO terms. Blind comes out, double blind comes out to block off both CT spawn as well as mid. Another spawn come out as well. However, the opposing Omen does smoke off their push through short. Jett dashes on the site. Killjoy is there waiting. The door comes down. Omen smoke comes down. Very tough spot here to push. Both get blinded. Jett's there to back up. Multiple shots coming out. Does drop the Omen. Killjoy falls as well. KO will go for the plan here. UJ with full control. 4v3. Chamber holding long. 2 holding CT. Free fire coming out from Chamber. Does see the KO. Swap. Jett swings as well. They do spy them. Good Sova dart. You do see one. KO with full armor. Does get one tapped by the Vandal though. And now Sova on his own in a 1v2 situation. The concussion comes out. The decay just doing massive damage. And unfortunately, I don't think they're able to close the round. They do have time for the defuse. UJ did have full control of the site, however, Wichita did use their util very well to push on and clear it out and pick off their players as well. And unfortunately, KO did get one tapped with full armor. But that is the Vandal for you. Once again, a very tough save round when you're down 3-0. Massive credit lead now for Wichita.
Okay, start fresh. Cover going out.
When going for the long smoke and then slow pushing to this A site. Dart does come out. Excuse me, knife comes out. Still slow pushing with the spike towards A. They are faking B. Omen playing it very slow onto this A site push, waiting to see if anyone walks up. No one detected from the Sova dart. Owl drone will come out by the looks of it. Sees one in CT spawn. Fade. Has to win these gunfights now. Omen smoke coming out. Snacky's still slow pushing to A. Might be looking to rotate here back to mid though. Chamber grabs the ult point. Gets picked up by the KO knife though. 45 seconds left to play. Snacky's still sitting in this A long area. Drops the spike so she can push up alone. KO might be coming to grab it as well. Jett, Sova, and Chamber all in the A connector. The proxy alarm does come out. They do see one. Smoke comes out. Killjoy bot does manage to do some damage. However, they push on. Updraft coming out. Nice wall spray. They do see the Killjoy underneath. Nice shot from Smith right there. Phantom buy is picked up. KO is going to get the plant down. Spraying through the floor. KO trying to do something. Gets the nade out. 4v4 situation. Snacky watching behind. Smoke coming out. Door is finally shot down. However, the smoke comes down just in time. Smith does pick one. Sees another up high. Smoke and blind coming out from Jett. KO gets one. The haunt gets destroyed. KO does get picked. Omen 2v2 situation. And the collateral from Jett for the 4K. Absolutely beautiful performance there from UJ, especially from Jet. That double collat is beautiful. That has to make them feel a bit more confident as they go into this fifth round, excuse me. They played that really well. They played it slow, and then they made their attack onto site, and then they were able to hold the site as Wichita tried to push on, but UJ manages to stay steadfast and take the round. UJ now doing a bit better on creds, Jet especially. However, Wichita still does have three players with more creds than all of UJ. Sova Dart, KO Knife does detect 2 on A short, but the Omen Smoke does come out as well. Jet sees 1 mid. Omen Smoke comes out. They can push the connector here now. UJ once again just playing it very slowly, playing to their strengths as they wait to push on here. However, this is a death alley. Very tough to push from the single angle with no information. KO Knife is ready. The Omen Smoke will come out as well. Killjoy is the only one picked up. KO Alt comes out, and they are going to push on the site with this. All 5 players. Omen TP comes out onto site. They don't see any yet. Clearing corners. Chamber picks off the Killjoy. Chamber does have to fall back as one pushes through spawn. Jet with the updraft. Doesn't see anyone in the mid connector. Chamber wins his gunfight, loses to the Fade. Jet trades with the other Jet though. 2 in connector. Jet picks 1. They know where KO is. UJ just has to continue to play slow here. They know where the last player is, and 2 spoiled with the kill on his copy. Once again, UJ playing to their strengths, playing very slowly, and then making a huge push on. Using the KO ult to suppress everyone. And then they're able to take the round, bringing it to 2-3.
Does anyone have funds?
UJ starting to get their eco in a better place now. Still not great, but they're almost even with Wichita now, which is all they need at this point in the game.
Ready. Shadows traveling.
Quick hot peep from Jet. 4 ults ready for Wichita.
Here.
It looks like Chamber's gonna push through the smoke. And that TP coming through. Very bold angles, doing Chamber things. Omen Smoke coming off to back off this mid catwalk onto A. Spike sitting back with Omen. Sova watching this angle, not peeking it, very wise. Chamber and Jet moving up to mid here. Omen Smoke comes out to block off the spawn. However, they do have to swing this door alone now. Don't see anyone. Both proxy alarms come out. They know where Chamber is at least. Jet hasn't fired a shot though. The op from Jet and the kill from Killjoy. Jet does trade. That op seemed very unexpected, especially from a Jet. Spike does get picked up by Sova. They might look to rotate A here or fake to B, but with that op down on site, it's very difficult, especially with only 30 seconds left to play. UJ has to make a move here. Updraft coming on, very good move. They know where one is behind them. Sova moves up, gets the plant down. No one from catwalk yet. Jet watching the A connector. Good pre-fires. KO underneath. 7's holding tight. The knife comes out. Only 1 picked up though. They know where the other KO knife came from though. Fade all comes down. 1 sonar dart comes out. It does get shot before they're able to do anything. This decay is making some horrible effects right now. It's very hard for UJ to call where anyone's coming when that fade all comes down. The drop on with the the op, and UJ falls 1, 2, 3, quick succession. Very good push from Wichita. Makes it hard for UJ to do anything, taking all their one-on-one gunfights. Some of them even a 1v2. Makes it very difficult to hit your shots at all in a situation like that. UJ still sitting on some decent eco. However, Wichita in a much better situation, especially since they managed to save the op that round. KO knife comes out automatically. One enemy KO knife comes mid as well as the haunt. One smoke goes out into mid and one smoke goes out into spawn. Jett already on site. Chamber getting concussed. They know where shots are coming down. Door drops. They don't know if anyone is in pit yet. It doesn't look like it. Omen automatically going for the plant. Very wise in this back corner. Chamber holding close. Op coming from spawn. They just know they can't peek it automatically. The door is dropped finally. KO gets the... Excuse me. KO gets dropped. Jett trades with the other Jett. Nade comes out from Killjoy. The op does come down. KO all coming down. Not able to use abilities. Pushing on 2v1. Chamber drops one. 1v2 now. He does see the fade. Doesn't quite get the kill. Fade just barely managing to stay alive. Very close from UJ. Under that oppression from the KO out makes it very difficult to do anything. But they still performed very well under pressure. Just not able to get that fade, and KO pushing on to site as two.
I still can't get over that owl, Silva. It's so cute. Why is it so cute?
It's like Chambers immediately gonna ult and maybe look mid here, but it is going to be a save round for him. Considering he has the most creds, this could benefit them very well.
That's a good spot.
Looks like he's gonna go for a short mid peek here. Actually not, he might be going A. Unfortunately, Jett does drop to this other Jett with the op on mid. They know where one is. The drone went out. Great flick from Chamber there for the kill. Op is down 4 now, but they don't know if someone's picked it up. Omen does have spike in the back line. Quick, slow peeks here from Chamber. The haunt does come out. Uses a shot to take it out. They see the Killjoy bot. Only 2 shots left to Chamber all now. He has an idea where this fade is, but it's a very difficult angle to swing, especially right here. Omen going all the way around to A site right now. Killjoy nade does come out. The haunt comes out as well. Doesn't see the Omen. Or excuse me, Chamber. KO still holding mid. Silva flanking around to go support Snacky here as they push on to A. 40 seconds left to play. Chamber just holding for these rotates right now, which is all he needs to do. KO holding as well from the mid lane. Enemy Omen smoke does drop out. Omen smokes off CT spawn, excuse me. 25 seconds left to play. KO knife doesn't detect anyone. So it drops to the pixel peak from KO. Now up to Snacky. 1v2. KO drops. Excuse me. Chamber dies to the Killjoy and A site. Now a 1v2 situation. 10 seconds left to play. I think all UJ can do here is save or look for a pick. They might actually be able to get this plant down. 4 seconds left. It's going to be close, and that is going to be the round, unfortunately. KO might be able to save, but it's going to be close, especially now that he's blinded by this Omen smoke. He's holding his breath, and he does manage to get the save off. Unfortunately, the flank from a very slow play from, I believe it was Omen that picked off Snacky as she went for the plant and secured the round.
Thanks.
Don't worry, I'll keep them quiet. Shutting them down.
KO knife is going to go onto this mid A connector here. Does detect the KO. Looked like a fade haunt came through A lobby. Excuse me, B short, sorry. Flashbang does come out from KO. Sova and Omen both slow pushing once again onto A site, but this Omen smoke makes it difficult to walk up.
Deploying drone.
Owl drone does come out. See what he has to see. KO knife does come out. Pushes him off his drone. That's just unfortunate. Chamber making a slow push through CT spawn. Once again, that Killjoy has placed those bots there every round, and it gives them such vital information even if they don't go off. KO grenade does come out, holds off this mid connector here, and the door drops as well. Jett does have knives out. 45 seconds left to play. Omen and Sova just playing very slowly right now. Sova does have sonar dart ready to go, but I don't know if he quite wants to use it right now. Does have ultimate hunter as well though.
30 seconds left.
Omen is going to smoke off here. And then they might look to make a push. Sonar dart does come out. Omen, excuse me, KO does fall. That Jet does have the op up on rafters. Omen smoke does come out though. It comes out. They gotta move quick for this plant. Door comes down. Omen holding up the catwalk right now. Enemy Killjoy does come out. Ultimate Hunter drops as well. Chamber with the flank. Good trigger discipline. Gets one. Doesn't quite get the shots on. Doesn't get two though. They know where Jet is. Jet misses a shot, but the Killjoy coming out and the defuse, and there's nothing UJ can do. They have to sit here and watch as the defuse comes out. And that is just, that's gotta hurt so bad to watch. KO just not able to land his shots, unfortunately. Great trigger discipline. Excuse me, Chamber. Great trigger discipline, not able to land the shots and pick off that Jet especially, but that enemy Killjoy really sealed the deal as they were forced to sit there and watch as the spike was defused.
Here. Cover going out.
Omen once again going for the smoke mid. However, enemy Omen once again smokes off their line of sight onto A as well. KO flashes mid as well, sends knife. Excuse me, yes, nice. Knife out, sorry. UJ did leave Spike in spawn though, allowing them to decide what to do at a later time. Silva clears out a cubby. They do spy Jet in spawn for a second. Omen smoke does come up, giving them time to push. They're gonna know that Killjoy is there once again though. 55 seconds left to play. Enemy Haunt comes down. Chamber all alone on B site. The op does tag up, but it doesn't kill. Haunt comes out. He's not gonna have much to do. That proxy alarm might save him. I'm gonna go for a quick swing. Does get to Tate. Jet lands the shot though. Chamber doesn't die. The knife comes out as well. They have to move. Omen does TP onto site. Smokes off T spawn. CT spawn, excuse me. 20 seconds left to play. The door does come down. Jet does manage to stay alive. Gets some shots down. Don't know if they connect at all. Sova does get the plant down, and now Omen, KO, and Sova are all on site. Omen gets the TP up on the boxes. It's a very unexpected angle, especially with KO watching low. Both Chamber and Jet do fall, however, leaving it 3v4. Smoke does come out. Jet knives are out. Both Omen and KO fall. It is up to Sova now. 1v2, 1v1. KO knife does suppress. He does see him, but does get shot around the corner, unfortunately. Very good attempts from Sova and UJ as a whole. However, KO knife makes it very hard to know where anything is, and Jet knife does manage to just one shot with a dink onto, I believe it is Omen. 2-8. UJ in a tough spot right now. Their eco is pretty rough, especially at this point in the game, and Wichita is just sitting pretty with their amount of creds right now.
Need a drop. Thank you. Blinding.
Standing ahead.
Cover going out.
Bold blinds coming out from Omen already. So what sonar dart comes out as well. Haunt coming down. Omen does smoke off this entire line of sight, so Owl Drone will come out. Does see the KO, marks him as well. So they only know where one is currently. However, in a very difficult spot to push onto the site. Jet does get tagged up. 2-Spoil does manage to get the kill on KO though. 5v4. Jet is extremely low though. No ults for UJ. Omen does still have ult, and another Omen smoke comes out, making it very difficult for UJ to do anything here but sit and wait. 55 seconds left to play. Sonar Dart does come back up. The op is still in play. I'm guessing from CT spawn. Killjoy is sitting in the corner. Jet does fall. Fade comes from behind. They do manage to trade on the Killjoy. 4v3. They know where one is. Swinging onto this B site here. Omen ult does come down. Fade drops as well. It is now a 4v1. UJ might be able to take the round here. They just have to play it very slow. Get the spike down. Op is in UJ's possession now. They don't know where Omen is, though, as he did ult. Omen could realistically just play the save here. However, up to 8. They do know where he is now, though. In this A connector, it's going to be very difficult for him to do anything here. And Chamber does get the pick with the op. And UJ will take their first round win in 5 rounds. Last round before the switch, but their eco is nice. They have extra creds. And Chamber does have an op in his hands now. Without ult.
A gift. I'll find them.
Beautiful shot from Chamber there. The quick kill into the TP on the KO. That's a lot of information down for Wichita now. 2 picked up on the KO knife. However, Jet is alone right now. Does get picked off. Zoned off by this grenade. Fade does drop his... Fade is picked up by the knife as well. Killjoy drops. 4v3. The Fade ult comes out. Very difficult situation for UJ now. Omen does pick one off. 4v2 with Sova ult up. And now there's only a single player left for Wichita. The Omen. Omen clears onto site. Moves up for the plant. Chamber does come from behind with the op. I do believe they know where he is. He's either in CT spawn or the mid connector now. Spike does come down. They see him in a beautiful flick from Chamber with that op. Great shots all around from him, especially that first pick on the KO immediately.
Switching sides.
Trust me, they will make mistakes. When they do,
And UJ is able to cut their lead to 4 before the round swap. We'll see if they're able to close it out here on
does anyone have
Defender.
funds? All set up. Here.
And it looks like we're at a standstill with a shorty in play. And there he goes. Creeping away. Smokes come out immediately for Omen onto this A long. And KO knifing. They detect one moving to B with the sonar dart. Oh, KO knife does come down A mid. Which might lead UJ to believe. However, it looks like Killjoy bot is detected by Chamber. And it looks like Chamber might stay to anchor here. Or Sova might stay entirely. That is an interesting sloth on the wall there. They do see the Fade Haunt come out. Jet does draft, trades with their double. And now Chamber and Sova looking to move. Unsnacky holding underneath. The shorty doesn't kill, however, KO does barely manage to stay alive. Omen picks 1, picks 2, Spike is down. They detect the Fade, however, she does fall eventually. 2v3, 1v3, 1v2. Chamber's the last one alive, 70 HP. Knows where both are, though, and Fade is extremely tagged up. Spike hasn't gone down yet. The Haunt does come out.
30 seconds left. Spike planted.
They know where he's coming from with that box drop now. Door is up, however. Good pick. It is a 1v1 situation. 70 HP does opt for the Sheriff. Fade is still tagged. And he has an idea of where she is just based on the spike going down. Doesn't get the shot, though. Unfortunately, she holds a strange angle and gets the 1 tap.
Act on my intel. Don't give them time to reposition.
UJ played that round much differently than before, though. They still played it super slow, but it was much closer. And I think from that alone, I think they're feeling more comfortable on the defense here. However, we'll have to see if they can turn it around here as it goes 4-9 going into the 14th round of the game.
Greetings.
All classics. Omen did leave a shorty in fountain, or spawn, excuse me. League speak. KO knife does come down from both sides. Killjoy bot is detected. However, the Guardian buy picks off the chamber. The Marshall buy picks off both Jet and KO. Omen just not able to land their shots and loses out to the Spectre. And all of a sudden, it is a 1v4, leaving it to Sova to defend. There's no reason for him to save here. He didn't spend any money on utility. Sounds like they're having a little trouble planting here. Omen smoke comes down on a catwalk. Glass is still there, so he doesn't want to push through that. Almost a good flick, but he does fall to the Bulldog. 4-10, moving into the 16th round now for UJ.
Level heads until we're home, yes? Good.
UJ now able to full buy though, and Sova going with an Odin buy. Very interesting choice. I mean, let's see what he can do with it though. If he does opt to stay with it, he might just spray this wall. Pretty classic. That's an interesting sloth as well, if that is a sloth. See if we have any Sova lineups here. They do detect one. However, that Guardian is tagging up on that Sova hard. It is a spray battle between Sova and Killjoy. Chamber does get one tapped by the Marshall. Omen now has to rotate quickly here. Even Snacky smoking out this mid before pushing through. Still a firefight going on between this Odin and Guardian. The knife doesn't connect. Excuse me, it does connect on the Killjoy. Sonar Dart is ready to go. They do detect one, however that ledge is going to stop any sprays from happening. Jet does manage to pick one though. 4v4 situation. 4v3 situation has Omen trades in mid. KO spraying through the smoke now. They might be looking to make an A rotate here.
30 seconds left.
The knife does come out on A. KO does have to play a bit slowly right now. The flash coming high over the wall. The plant is going down.
Spike planted.
Does suppress 2 with that, however, a 2v3 situation. Sova low, little jump peeker on the wall. Sonar Dart is up, however, it gets dropped immediately. They know where one is. The Haunt comes out as well, doesn't connect. And unfortunately, T spoiled, unable to do anything in that situation. 1v3, this Marshall is doing some work.
Probably best to play as a team. So, what's the plan?
Cover going out.
Already, KO Dart comes down as well as UJ is on a massive save round. Does manage to get one with the Stinger. They hear another good shot from Omen there to pick up the Odin. Very tough situation. 2v3, both are all three on mid. Omen does have ult. The Fade ult does come out. You know where one is. That Haunt is going to do some damage. However, Odin is here to support. Does get one. Jet dashes on. Doesn't get two. And unfortunately, UJ drops. Tough situation to be in. And that Jet dashing on to the KO. Excuse me, Sova makes it difficult for them to do anything. This is series and match point here as we move into the 17th round of the match. UJ still on a pretty tough eco right now. Having to full buy. Chamber only able to afford a Guardian though. 2 alts. Omen and Jet have ult.
Let's fly.
Excuse me. However, KO and Killjoy both have ult as well. If that Killjoy comes out in a situation where they could do anything, it's going to make it very hard for them to do anything. Fade picks off both Jet and KO, unfortunately. almost Sova as they swing through the smoke. Omen dies after TPing behind as the op holds him down. KOL comes out. Fade doesn't clear the corner, but still gets the kill. And it's up to Chamber here in a 1v5 situation. But unfortunately, the Killjoy does come out. And it's going to make it difficult for him to do anything. The knives do come out. 25 HP. He does get blinded by the Omen. Omen TPs. Good shot from Chamber. Gets a second. One shot left. They're gonna swing him on the reload. Unfortunately, they don't. 25 HP, and he gets shot in the back by Fade, unfortunately. And that is going to be the match and the series as well, as UJ falls 0-2 to Wichita State. Unfortunately, number 1 ranked team. You're gonna expect them to do well. I'm sure UJ has definitely some ideas of what they could do to make their performance better. I'm sure they will have a good VOD review and see if there's anything they could change. Unfortunately, though, they do fall to Wichita State 13-4, and I believe it was 6-13 in the first game as well. But I believe that is it for all of us tonight here at the University of Jamestown. Don't doubt we're going to be doing any player interviews, but I believe that is it for me as well. I'm the party leader. Well, this is just too much responsibility for me, you know? But I think that's it for all of us here at UJ. Thank you guys for tuning in. COD does fall in a 2-3 set, and UJ does fall 0-2, unfortunately. But that is how it goes sometimes. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. All the support is greatly appreciated. I believe we have... Let me look at the schedule real quick before I say anything that's not true. I know we have Overwatch 2 tomorrow. Let me look real quick. We have Overwatch 2 tomorrow at 6 and Rocket League tomorrow at 8. And then we do have Fortnite on Sunday at 2. So look forward to seeing you guys there. Unfortunately, I won't be there, but I do believe we will have Too Spoiled there casting for you guys. Beautiful person. I love him. But I hope everyone has a great rest of your night. Thank you for tuning in here. We appreciate all the support here at University of Jamestown, and I hope everyone has a great rest of your night. Stay safe, and have a good one. Signing off.